A Cards with Michael production.
What's up, everyone? Cards with Michael here. Today we got something really special. A box of visions. Look at that. The snazzy box and that scary face as the boxed art. This is for Chewy. Happy birthday, Chewy. This is a birthday box. Another birthday box. Woohoo! All right. And, you know, some fun trivia. Visions, of course, is the 10th expansion of Magic the Gathering. You might not know, it's a 1997 February. Oh man, let's do this. Let's give it a little subtle open. Oh man, you can't undo what I just did. That is it. That is it for this. This is a nice clean one too. Look at that. Look at this box. Oh man, I just already unsealed it, but so yeah, it looks like it was, I don't know, distributed from a French company. I don't know. Oh, and here's the storyline. Visions was also based in Dominaria, of course, a very beloved plane or world, and the other expansions before Visions. So that's Arabian Nights, and this is in order: Antiquities, Legends, The Dark, Fallen Empires, Ice Age, Homelands, but we don't talk about it. Alliances, and then of course Mirage. Visions, of course, is part of the Mirage Block. Mirage was the first one, Visions was second, and then followed by Weatherlight. The story here goes, it's based in Jamura, which is kind of like the super big continent, very African themed people and culture. All right. So here it says the final battle for Jamura has begun. Forces of evil mage Carrick swarm the land. A small unit of elite warriors guided by messages hidden in their dreams and knowledge that if they fail, Carrick wins, is on a mission to free their only hope, the wizard Mangara. Heed the visions and you too can help in the liberation of Jamura. So yeah, like, let me, a little story time before that. So what's going on here is there was a period of time, Jamura, all right, there was a lot of harmony and stuff and peace, and it was all kind of because this guy named Teferi, who's not even mentioned in it, kept the peace, and he did a lot of cool stuff. And then he was like, look, I'm a cool guy and I want to do science, and he went to Teferi's little island and he did science. Now, in that island, he was doing some phasing and time shifting and all that good stuff, and one day he accidentally shifted his entire planet away. Of course, three wizards were like, hey dude, we saw like a lot of energy, and let's go check out what happened, what's going on with Teferi. And they looked and they're like, why is Teferi's island a void? A Zalfirian void. And they're like, all right, well, something happened, we should do something about it, we got to keep the peace. Teferi kind of kept everything together, and so now we need him, or we need to do something about it. All right, and these three people were Mangara, Carrick, and Drolriel. All right, so what happened after that is Mangara, being the diplomat, did a really good job of kind of keeping the peace. He apparently did a really good job, such a good job that Carrick, the other guy, got really jealous, and he was like, I gotta do something about it. I want to be in control. I don't want Mangara to call the shots. And so Carrick, he of course tries his best to finagle his way of doing something, and well, look at that price. Look at this, all right, look at that. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, eh? It's hard to show you this entire thing, but this is actually one of the cards. We'll probably see it. It's common, I believe, or rare. Oops. And so yeah, where am I in the story time? Oh, okay, so Carrick, he's jealous, and so the way he answers is he gathers up an army, and he gets Drolriel, who doesn't truly understand human intentions or behaviors, I guess, to kind of get on his side. So Drolriel doesn't really trust humans in general, and Carrick kind of plays on that. And before you know it, they have an army, and they start. Carrick starts attacking people, instigating some politics and strife, and oh yeah, quick story, they also capture Mangara. Put him in a little prison. So yeah, that's where we are right now. They captured Mangara, and then Carrick starts going crazy. Drolriel's like, oh crap, I made a mistake, I gotta keep the peace. And she starts feeling these like visions, and she goes to this place and she meets Teferi. Teferi's like, look, I got bigger problems to deal with. Like, I got the fate of the timeline of the universe, the multiverse here, so I can't help you, but instead I'm gonna help you through dreams and visions. Hence the name, Visions. And like the story said, there's actually a small group of people who are all kind of intertwined by visions. And their job is to find Mangara, free Mangara, and beat Karavek and his minions. So, with that being said, let's open some packs. All right. So these are the old school style packs. They are very, very different to open. If you've never opened one of these old school packs, you got to open one of the old school packs and a new school pack. You'll know what I mean very, very quickly after that. Okay, and we got pack 1. Parapet. So the first 3 cards are actually uncommons. The Lancer, excuse me, and Infernal Harvest. Oh man, look at the art. The art from all these old packs was truly something different. And Mirage is actually, you know, known for one of the sets that actually had creatures that started getting good, especially at the common level. All right. So, oh, and of course, it had some mechanics. Flanking on knights was one of the things. So whenever a creature without flanking is assigned to block this creature, that creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. That was actually a solid creature. Infernal Harvest. Yep. And here's our rare, I believe. Spider Climb. Does that make sense to you guys as a rare? I don't know. Oh, Ron Spencer. Wow, you've been around for a long time. Of course, this says in 1996, which is the coast, but it was actually released in 1997. All right, as a February set. Okay, here we go. Whoa, that is so cool. Look at this art. Vision Charm. Okay. Oh man, let me do a quick check and make sure Spider Climb is actually a rare. It is not. It's a common. So okay, I'm a little wrong here. Maybe the rare was Infernal Harvest. It was not. All right. I have no idea what the rare is, but we'll find out very soon. Tarun Champion. Oh man, look at that. A strong card. And the art is so nice. Okay, all right. We'll just keep going. I mean, these are some sweet cards. King Cheetah. The original Flash, like the Pouncing Cheetah was literally an Emiket and is so much stronger than this card. Literally costs 1 mana for the same thing. Righteous Aura. Oh, jeez. What a time to play Magic. Cloud Elemental. Super solid card as well. Tar Pit Warrior. We got 3 mana for 3/4. Jeez. Python. Just a nice... the art. It's hard for me to go through this that fast. All right. Sands of Time. Now, this definitely feels like a rare. All right. Nope. I think that might not be the rare either. Sands of Time. Okay. Jungle Basin. Dude, this is a series of Karoo lands. It comes into play tapped, and then when it comes to play, you have to return an untapped forest you control. So if you're familiar with the lands, like Is It Boilerworks from Ravnica, City of Guilds, this is where they were inspired from. Mundungu. Look at that. Look at this art. It's unreal how detailed and all this traditional art. Whoa. Okay, wow. Okay, I didn't realize it was drawn by Tien. Oh man. All right, and then this is probably the rare. Okay, Daraja Griffin. Oh, I can't believe I just went through one pack. It's already been 8 minutes. Okay, guys, I gotta speed it up a little bit. Jeez, that's so cool. That is so cool. All right, next pack. Of course, there are still some valuable hits from this set. The most valuable card, of course, is Vampiric Tutor, coming in at a rare. But there are a bunch of rares that are worth monies, and then the most valuable uncommon is Necromancy, playable in a lot of cubes. All right, Mystic Veil, Jamurian Lion. As I mentioned, Jamura is the world where this is all taking place. Emerald Charm, Dwarven Vigilantes, and yes, and this is one of the most powerful creatures at common ever printed. And at the time, it was just so powerful. Like that 1 green mana to regenerate an Island Walk. I mean, what was played the most at this time period? It was islands. It was so powerful. Like so impossible to deal with. Of course, until they made Terror. Remedy. Betrayal. Crypt Rats. Oh, another classic card that's been reprinted, but still. And Phyrexian Walker, a 0 mana, 0 mana creature. And Guiding Spirit. All right. Summer Bloom, of course, was played in the Modern Bloom deck until it was banned. Very, very good card, though. Nice and near minty here. Tempest Drake, nice little 3-mana 2/2 with Vigilance. And here we have Teferi's Honor Guard. Look at that. That is a pretty cool card as well. Now, I'm pretty sure one of these cards is the rare, and I missed it. So I'm guessing it's Guiding Spirit. That has to be it. Yeah, Guiding Spirit is the rare. So this has a really strange, like the uncommons are here. The rare kind of comes before all that. Okay, all right. This is how we'll do it. Kind of put the rares in this pile and the commons in this pile. Cool beans, cool beans. Then we'll keep going. Now we're in pack 3. What else did I learn about this set in the last hour of furious Googling and Wikipediaing? So once again, this is for Chewy, of course, who mentioned that this was like the last set he was able to play as a kid. And that is really cool. So, look at that. Isn't that cool? Oh, man. Barrage, Sang Slaughter, and Dance Death. Feral Instinct. Man of War, another classic creature. This is where it was first printed. This strong classic effect. Now, this is actually stronger than current standard, which, you know, can't be said of most of these cards. Oh, River Boa, super strong as well. This set also has the creatures that came in with the come into play effects, which we'll see in a bit. All right, here we go. Kervik Spite, Mob Mentality. Oh, wait, was this the rare? Are you kidding me? All right. Stampeding Wildebeest, right? And an Iron Heart Chimera. Look at that. Look at that. And yeah, like all old sets, there are no foils in this. There are no mythics. There are no tokens. No basic lands. This is just what was considered a small set. Look at that. We have Funeral Charm. Was reprinted in Time Spiral as one of the Times Shifted cards. And yeah, it's just, oh man, so cool. All right, Elven Cachet. Look at that. Look at that smirk. Sun Clasp. What is going on in this card? Man. Wait, that's like the same thing as Conviction. Impulse. What a great card. Urborg Mine. Ooh, okay, all right. Fire Blast. Yes, of course, this is the set that made red decks have that more reach with Fire Blast. You sacrifice 2 mountains and you just deal 4 damage to a creature or player. It was very, very powerful. It was basically free. I mean, most of the time you had 2 mountains and they had 4 life and they were dead. Sisei's Ring, one of the like $2 or $3 cards in the uncommon range. And I think this is the rare Teferi's Realm. Look at that. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses artifacts, creatures, lands, or global enchantments. All cards of that type phase out. That is annoying. That is so annoying. All right. And we have another Moondugu. And a Karoo. Look at that. The classic. Oh, it's so clean and nice. Oh, man. And an Ovidomancer. All right. All right. Look at that. This is, there's a lot of reading, but basically when it comes to play, you return 3 basic lands you control, and then you can return it to your hand and tap it, and you just destroy another creature and turn it into a sheep. What a fun card. What a fun card. All right. This video is going to be like a 45-minute video. I can already tell. Hopefully you guys can enjoy it. I mean, not every day do you see a box of visions getting opened. You know what I mean? Oh, and then, of course, these are called the slow cantrips or slow trips. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. All right? Which is so powerful for that time period. Yeah. Resistance Fighter. Oh, look at that. Death Watch. Oh, look at the text of the cards. Another Fire Blast. Nice, nice. Mortal Wounds. Gossamer Chains. All right. Undo. Wow, that's actually really powerful. 3 mana, return 2 target creatures to its owner's hands. Wake of Vultures. Warthog. Forbidden Ritual. What does this do? Sacrifice a card in play. Target opponent loses 2 life unless he or she sacrifices a permanent or chooses and discards a card. You may. Oh my gosh, this is like the Chain of Vapors, the chain effect. Spitting Drake. I believe this is the rare. Nope, it might have been. It doesn't matter anymore. This is one of the cards in the set. And Elephant Grass. Okay. Cumulative upkeep. So this is one of the valuable uncommons. I believe this is kind of in that that I want to say like $2 range. But yeah, black creatures can't attack you. Non-black creatures can't attack you unless the controller pays an additional 2 for each attacking creature. So cumulative upkeep was one of the things that was also in this block. Oh man, what a cool card. And another Ironheart Chimera. All right. So, what else happened in this set? Let's see. I believe, oh yeah, so another cool thing about this set was it's one of the first sets that had pre-releases. Like a lot of pre-releases. It's effectively kind of like one of the first expansion sets. Before this, it was Ice Age, Homelands, Alliances. That was kind of all set in the same place. Of course, Homelands was so bad they made Cold Snap a few years later, or decades later, to kind of take over that spot. Look at that, phasing. Look at this card, Breeze Keeper. Look at that, 4 mana for 4/4 flying. And of course, phasing on a creature like this is actually a pure drawback, because every other turn, you cannot use that creature, basically. Inspiration, look at that. That cool art. And a Phyrexian Walker again, all right. And the rare, in this case, is Diamond Kaleidoscope. Oh my gosh, I love this card. I think this card should be played more often. I think it's so cool. So you can make these little 0/1 prisms, all right, for 3 mana, you tap it, and you can sacrifice them for mana. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Oh, I think it's one of the coolest cards in this entire set. Simoon. All right. Yeah, that's kind of a funny card. Don't really understand how it's an instant. Like, just don't understand what this card's going. Time and Tide. All creatures that are phased out, phase in, and all creatures with phasing, phase out. What a neat card. And of course, Dragon Mask, also a card printed in Mystery Boosters. Oh boy. Sometimes we don't get this right. It's really tough to open, actually. All right. Quirion Ranger. Mangara, of course, when he was building a buffer zone between the 3 countries. So there were 3 kingdoms that were actually kind of in Jamura. There was Zalfir, my bad, and Sok'ata. I can't really pronounce that. What is this? During your draw phase, reveal the first card you draw to all players. This is the rare. If that card is a basic land, draw a card. Oh, it's a very powerful effect, actually. I can see this being used. Kind of like a budget deck. Right. Prosperity. Look at that. What a cool effect. Oh, man. I can't. It's so... The art in this set is amazing. Oh, wow. Look at that. A Necrotal. The OG. This card was a big deal when it was printed. You know, the Time and Tide. All right. Oh, and then the last world was like Femereth. Okay, so those are the 3 kingdoms, and one of the things that Teferi did, and also Mangara, before he was locked into his amber prison, is he made the peace with those 3 kingdoms. It wasn't easy. He had to create a buffer zone, and one of those buffer zones was a forest, and it had Quirion Dryads. So, neat, eh? River Boa again, Python. 3 wishes. All right, this must be the rare. Yeah, it is the rare. Look at the top 3 cards from your library. Look at them, set them aside, face down. You may play those cards with they were in your hand at the beginning of your next turn. Bury in those cards that are not played. So that's a pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Not bad as an effect. All right, Venomancer again. We saw that, and a Relic Ward. You may choose to play at an instant if you do. So yeah, there's a whole series of these. You may choose to play them as an instant if you do. Bury it at the end of the turn. These kind of like these potentially temporary, but if you play them sorcery speed, they'd be permanent effects. So very cool cycle. Coercion. That was a card. Look at that. Look at that art. All right. Rock Slide. Another Quirion Ranger. Breeze Keeper. Parapet. River Boa. Warrior's Honor, Cloud Elemental, Urborg, Mindslayer, the Fire Blast Infantry Veteran. Here's our rare Necro Savant. Look at that. What a powerful card. You can reanimate it basically at any time. Sorry, not any time, only during upkeep, but with another creature. Not hard to do. Goblin Recruiter, look at that. The original. Didn't see a ton of play until, of course, Onslaught. Magma Mine. All right. Look at that. Very cool art as well. Oh, can't stop enjoying the art. Spitting Drake. I'm going to keep going to the next one. I lost track of how many packs we've opened, but I know this is going to be a long video. You guys, bear with me. Enjoy the ride, and we'll keep going. Looking for some cards that we haven't seen yet. And, all right, Desertion. All right. Counter card gets spelled. That spells an artifact or summon spell. Put that card into play under your control as if it were just played. What a powerful counter spell. Coming in at 5 mana. No wonder it's rare. Another Summer Bloom. And Creeping Mold. Look at that. Look at that art. Guess we just see a butt of a horse, but still, the art is amazing. Can you imagine if this set had full art? Extender art, borderless art. Oh man, a world without those kind of things really helps you appreciate the little things, you know? All right. Elven Cachet, Remedy, Shrieking Drake. I think this might be one of the most valuable commons. Dark Privilege, Goblin Swine Rider, and I think this is the rare. Look at that. Firestorm Hellkite, 6 mana for 6/6 Flying Trampler. That was really good. And then, of course, Cumulative Upkeep means it does get expensive to keep it around. And look at that, a Matopi Golem. That is freaky. All right. And put -1 counters onto it. Like, okay. Oh yeah, this set also had poison. Of course, we haven't really seen any poison cards. Cumulative Upkeep, Phasing, Flanking, Slow Trip. All right. Infantry Veteran, Python, Sisei's Ring. You know, this is like so much more expensive than, of course, Soul Ring. And just a straight up worse Hedron. I forgot the name of that card. Oh, this was the rare. Ogre Enforcer, 5 mana for 4/4. All right. That is actually a really cool effect. Never seen that effect before. Mob Mentality, we've seen that before. Wind Shear. All right, never seen that. And a Dormant Volcano, look at that. That is so cool, just like Karoo. That effect. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, we still have so much of the box left. Okay, let's zoom. Can't even zoom because can't open pack. Because pack is hard to open. All right, trying my best here. I want to mangle the cards. You know, I was told that if we open a Vampiric Tutor, we can definitely get that card graded because it's going to be as minty fresh as possible. Now, unless I damage the card while opening it. All right, here we go. Necro Savant again is our rare. A Blanket of Night. Each mana producing land is a swamp in addition to its normal mana type. All right, Magma Mind. What is this? All right, Summer Bloom. That was kind of upside down. I don't know, was that done by me? I don't think that was me. I think that's just how it was. All right, well, let's see. So these were the cards in that. These were the cards. One of these might have been common, maybe? I don't know. How many commons were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Huh? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that was an extra card in the pack. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I messed something up, but it feels like there was straight 16 cards in that pack. I gotta watch the replay. Gotta get the action replay. All right. Here we go. Tithe. All right. That's a hit. I believe it's like 25, I think. It's a really nice little rare here. Of course, it is basically ramp. Search your library for planes card. And yeah. Because you can, it's not just, and it's not ramp, sorry, it's card advantage. You can grab 2 planes. It doesn't specify basic lands, so you can grab, you know, dual lands and the goodies. Goblin Recruiter, of course, Magma Mind. Yes, the classic card. Utabi or Rangutan. Yeah, lots of reasons for that card being good or bad. Oh man, another Visions booster. Look at that. Oh man. Okay, well, we gotta open them. It's like one of those nostalgic things where I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh man, I wish I was playing Magic at the time. But unfortunately, I was like in kindergarten, I think, when this set came out. So if I misspoke on any of the historical elements, I apologize. I just did some research. Chewy, of course, let me know that he wanted to do this for his birthday just a few hours ago. And I was like, I got to make it work, and I got to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about to a reasonable degree so that you guys, as the viewers, can enjoy this opening. You know what I mean? Trying to tell you a little bit about the history. You know, I never realized how big, how large Dominaria was. For those who've been listening throughout, of course. Oh, another tithe! Ding, ding, ding! Not bad at all. All right. And for those who have been listening, of course, the set was based in Dominaria, but so was like basically 8 out of the 10, or sorry, 8 out of the 9 sets preceding Visions. So that's Antiquities, the Dark, Fallen Empires, Ice Age, Cold Snap, sorry, Ice Age, Homelands, Alliances. Oh, is that the rare? Yeah, Katabatic Winds. Creatures with flying cannot attack, block, or use any... Oh, wow, okay, so flying creatures are just completely neutered by this phasing enchantment. Every other turn. Foreshadow, all right. So, wow, that art is so spooky. And I think this is kind of that theme of, like, Teferi's using a lot of visions. Oh, hey! Haha, look at that, a Necromancy. Gorgeous card. What a gorgeous card. It basically does what it sounds like. It necromances a creature, but it has a lot of text. All right, Tin Wing Chimera. All right, looks like there's a series of Tin Wing type of chimeras, and some of them have flying, some of them have vigilance, and they all can pump each other if you sacrifice them. Very cool. Very cool. What's this? Wicked reward. Sacrifice a creature. Target creature gets +4/+2 until end of turn. All right, not very good. Not very wicked at all. Knight of the Mist. Look at that art. Oh man, Fire Blast, King Cheetah. Okay. And here we go. Here's our rare. You can just tell what's a rare because it's like, I'm not seeing that card anywhere else. Lightning Cloud. Deals 1 damage target creature or player. Oh, it's like a precursor to Storm, basically. Nice, nice. All right, Dormant Volcano again. The Red Crew. Oh my goodness. We have so many packs left. Let's get to work. Oh, I'm really enjoying this. I can see the appeal for these old packs. I've never opened a box of Visions in my life. I've never even opened anything within like 3+ years, 3 + 3 - 3 years of Visions. This is just an experience. Thank you so much, Chewy, for sponsoring this, telling me about how nostalgic your experience was. Of course, you also told me, ooh, we've seen a couple of these, but I just never realized this art is so comical. All right, and a City of Solitude. Each player may only play spells or abilities during his or her turn. Okay, all right. No counter spells, I guess. On your turn, you're protected. All right, let's make some space for our rares. Mundungu and a classic Karoo and a Mob Mentality. Sure, sure. All right, I'm gonna keep opening. Other cards that are pretty good in the rare slot are Anvil, Bogarden, Tithe, Squandered Resources, Undiscovered Paradise, Natural Order, City of Solitude. We're looking for some of those if we're playing the value game, but oh, just some other cards. Man, I can't wait to ship these to you as soon as I can, Chewy. This is, what an experience. All right. Python. Suleiman's Legacy. Oh, you can tell this is a Foglio card just by that art. Look at that. Look at that art. Of course, this is by Kaja. When it comes to play, bury all Jins and Efreets. That's all this card does. It just hoses Jins and Efreets. All right, I didn't even know that. Army of Ants. Oh, what a powerful card. Look at that. Look at that. It's kind of like the Wasteland effect. All right. Everglades, the Black Karoo, and Peace Talks. All right, during this turn, the next one, players cannot declare an attack and cannot play spells or abilities that target any permanent or player. Okay. A card like that these days would have a cantrip effect, or surprised that card didn't have a slow trip effect. I guess it's kind of like a fog effect that in some ways might be better than fog because it's straight up they can't attack. All right. What is this? Keeper of Cuckoos? Protection from red until end of turn. Turned on his own kind. Betrayer. Dwarf Vigilantes, Elven Cache. Wow, we've seen most of the commons at this point. Once again, this was a small, oh, hey! An undiscovered paradise. Oh my goodness. What a clean card. That is not that clean, actually. I'm so sorry. Hope that was not me. Did you see that? I don't know if that was me, actually. Okay, well, regardless, let's put it right here. Keep it nice, safe. Okay, another Chimera. And of course, Necrota. All right, let me keep going. All right, I'm gonna be more careful of these packs. I really think that was kind of just there. It's in the middle too, so. All right, let's do it. And here we go. We have another rare coming up. Oops. Boom. Natural Order. What a good hit. Back to back. But the price of Mangara's... Oh, this is a spoiler too. Oh, man. So Asmiros was the main person from that elite guard who was getting the visions. So yeah, does spoil the story. Helm of Awakening, that's an uncommon. Does have some value in it as well. And Heat Wave. And so I didn't even know that was the case. But, you know, their quest was to go, you know, rescue Mangara. So I guess Natural Order is kind of telling you that does happen. All right, it does happen. Sorry for all those people who didn't want to be spoiled on the story. That's what that flavor text just told us. Hey, Ogre Enforcer. Coming in for another rare. And Water Spout Djinn. All right. All the Djinns were nice flying creatures. Big, beefy boys that had, of course, downsides. For some reason or another, they did something bad to you. But the nice thing was you could have a beefy flyer to end games with. So that was the payoff, of course. All right, gotta open this. Oh, and yeah, we need to study the packs. So all the packs, in case you haven't noticed, had the same pack art. It's Teferi's Puzzle Box. Nice little valuable card until it was reprinted in Mystery Boosters. Mystery Boosters doing a number on all these old singles. All right. 3 Wishes. I'm guessing that's the rare. Yeah, it is the rare. All right. And Goblin Recruiter. Nice little value card. And a Quicksand. All right. I thought this card was so cool. Of course, if you haven't noticed, they also, these non-basic lands like Karoo, Dormant Volcano, they actually have green, or they have the color appropriate art theme on the land. And that was something new in Mirage as well. Read that from Wikipedia. That wasn't something I just knew. All right. Whoa! Hello, a vampiric tutor. All right. Okay, let's do the analysis. Like, I don't even know. I think, look, I see this on all the cards. Is this just me? No, I think all the cards have had kind of a little bit of this riff. All right, well, the centering is not excellent on this. You can tell, right? It's a little off on centering. It is the most valuable card, of course, that we've pulled, and the most valuable card possible, considering there are no foils. Go ahead and give it a nice little resealable. Maybe this is the wrong thing to do. All you guys who are much better at graded magic, give me that heads up. I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's, for me, the best way to protect a card, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, nice little vampiric tutor. Of course, that's what we were going for. If you're going for value somehow in these old boxes, don't go for value. Do not go for value. All right, and of course, finish out the pack. Oh, look at that. A Sukata Assassin, right? One of the uncommons, of course. And it gives poison counters. So, yeah, he's poisoning the pork. He's not stealing the pork. All right, and a Dragon Mask, all right. And we'll keep going. Keep going. Glad that we got the tutor, at least. I was hoping that we wouldn't miss out on a tutor. Has anyone ever opened one of these and gotten 2 vampiric tutors? Just out of curiosity. And I'm super curious about that, actually. I don't expect... there's no way for you to even out on value on this. But I was just... Oh, hey, another Djinn. Aku Djinn. Look at that. All right. Each opponent put a +1/+1 counter. All right, so this makes all your creatures, your opponent's creatures, stronger. All right. A jungle basin, of course, same thing. Look, it has that green color. Isn't that cool? Things like the lands that have multiple colors still didn't get that technology at this point. I believe that happens later. I believe that actually happens in Invasion Block because that was a multicolored block. Well, okay. Also, the original dual lands do have that special effect, but no lands after that have that effect. Okay. So here we go, Phyrexian Walker. Look at that. This card makes me laugh because I've seen it before. I've heard terrible tales of black rain, dashing fields, and metal that screams. I've consoled myself that the tales were a myth of some fevered mind, but today I saw Walker, and now I fear the truth, and it's a 0/3. Another Suleiman's Legacy. Look at that art. Oh, man. So cool. And a Sandstalker, reprinted in Mystery. What is this? A Kisku Drake. There is a cycle of Drakes, by the way. They're all uncommon. And, okay, so you can sacrifice this and Spitting Drake for a Viashivin Dragon, which is the green-red dragon that has both fire breathing and that +0/+1 effect. So that's actually really cool. I didn't know that. That is very, very cool. Hopefully we open one of those Viashivin dragons so that you guys can see. All right, so this is just like a removal spell. Enchanted creature phases out, so you can pretty much keep one of your opponent's creatures phased out all the time, which for those who don't really understand what that means, don't worry, it's kind of confusing, but basically it just means that creature is not in play, but is not like, didn't leave play. Okay, let's read this card. Corrosion. So this guy's like putting his hand on his face for some reason. During your upkeep, put a rust counter on each artifact target opponent controls. If the number of rust counters on an artifact equals or exceeds that artifact's casting cost, bury the artifact. If corrosion leaves play, remove. Oh, okay, all right. So these are really like all these things getting rust, and this guy's like depressed. He's like, oh, dude, all my shields and my swords and my little knickknacks. Is that a clock? Yeah, clock technology at that time. Okay, they're all just gaining rust. Oh no. Oh, quicksand. So yeah, do you see? This is what the lands used to look like, and does not have that color. So very snazzy, very snazzy. All right, on to the next pack. What was I talking about? I was talking about something else, and I forgot. I cannot remember for the life of me. Okay, well, we're just gonna keep going. All right, Phyrexian Walker. All right, Python, Warthog. Griffin Canyon, another rare land. Oh man, amazing. All right, look at that art. Oh, I wish you guys can smell. Wait, this artist's name is Stuart Griffin? Does everyone else know about that? That is so cool to me. Oh my goodness. That is cool. Mundungu, Coral Atolls. We got one of each, I believe, of all the Karoo lands. And the Karoo lands are pretty good. Like, card advantage wise. Of course, it's a little annoying. You have to return a basic island. Like, there was no choice in that. No choice in that regard. Look at that. Untapped island. Oh, I'm sorry. You just said return an island. Okay, but still, that's kind of annoying. So you can't just use it for, like, super fixing. But, and it has to be untapped. So you can't even use your mana for it that turn. Anyways. Crews were definitely, or the lands from Ravnica were definitely an upgrade. All right. Hearth Charm, the Swine Rider, and another Griffin Canyon by Stuart Griffin. I love it. Wind Shear. What is going on? It's just like the wind is kind of, I don't know, inverting this poor Drake. Miraculous Recovery. Put target creature card from your graveyard into play and put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Treat the creature as though it was just played. And it's an instant. Wow, that's actually pretty powerful. You stop breathing for just a few minutes and everyone jumps to conclusions. Tin Wing Chimera, just a few minutes. All right, we're reaching the end, 6 packs left. Let's keep this under 45 minutes. Is that reasonable for you guys? Oh man, I'm sorry, we went over, way over how much my editor is telling me that these should be in terms of time, but I don't know guys, I kind of had to enjoy and appreciate this opening. How often do you see one of these days? I mean, you just don't. You really don't. All right. Flood Shoreline. Oh, that was a rare. Yeah, so you can return target creature to its owner's hand. It's an enchantment, so you can do this all the time. At the small cost of returning 2 islands. I can see this card being very good in EDH. especially when you have a way to play more lands. All right, another Chimera. All right. Here we go. Infantry veteran. We've seen you before, Python. Oh my gosh. How many Pythons are going to be in here? Catabatic wins. Another funny rare. All right. All right. Like, green really did not like flying creatures. I just feel like if you're playing flying creatures and then you just don't want to go against green, because I bet the green player just in the sideboard has all these like, it's like, dude, I'm going to like take a dump on your deck type of cards, you know? All right. Okay, another exciting pack opening. What is our rare? A snake basket. That is so cool too. Look at that. So it costs 4 mana, and then you can pay X to sacrifice and put X number of cobras into play. Of course, it'd be so busted if they also had infect, but they don't. But the art, look at that. What a cool rare. Roger Raup. And of course, another Chimera. And another Necrotal. Look at that. Look at that. All right. And just 3 packs left. What an adventure through Dremora it has been. We've seen the monsters. We've seen the pythons, the rhinos. We've seen elves. We've seen people get impulsed and inspired. I don't want to see that, but we did see that. Little goblins. Righteous War. All white creatures you control gain protection from black. All black creatures you control gain protection from white. Wow, that art in Miller. Wow, it's so spoopy. Look at that art. Oh, this must be one of the best cards in the set too. Right? No, I'm just kidding. But here we go. We got Army Ants, another Sukata Assassin, and of course a Dormant Volcano. All right, 2 packs remain. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right. And here we go. Python. And, oh, another natural order. All right, we'll take it. Okay, Goblin Recruiter, of course, nice little uncommon. And that is that. The last pack, some quick stats. We got a little box number, I guess. And of course, at one point, these were $2.95. Look at that. And the pack, of course, before we demolish it, does have a lot of text on it. Let's study that text a little. Okay. So yeah, this does say it was distribution exclusive in France. And what does it say here? I think this is that same story. Yep, the same story. Wizards of the Coast, the old logo. Right. Maybe I should have studied this earlier, but I'm glad that we're doing it now. Once again, all the packs look like this. And yeah, the pack does have a kind of like a little line here. What an adventure! And we didn't open the rare that looks like that. Look at that spoopy. Look at that spoopiness. All right, let's get to it. The last pack. It was nice to get 2 natural orders, that is for sure. All right, Warthog. These are all the, monsters of the beast. Of the jungle and the swamp. A Pygmy Hippo is our very last rare. When attacks are not blocked, you may choose to have it deal no combat damage. If you do, defending player draws all mana from his or her lands, and then his or her mana pool is emptied. After combat, add an equal... Oh my gosh, that is insane amounts of... That could be a lot of ramp, actually. A ton of ramp. All right. Well, I guess they can just tap all their mana. So I guess that is not very good. Still, very cute card as well. Another Jinn. Blanket of Night. Oh, look at that art. Halloween came early. And the last card, a Hulking Cyclops. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, Chewy, happy birthday. I hope you had a great one. We did add some prices up for this one just to have a good idea of, what these boxes are worth sealed these days. But, there's no way it adds up to something even reasonable. At one point, these boxes were, what, 300, 400? It's just like, no point at all was this ever, good for the EV. I was told that maybe if you grade cards, but I'm sorry. This Vampiric Tutor is just not, the centering is kind of off, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. These little nicks on the sides. All right. What's that? Okay. That being said, I had an amazing time, Chewy. Thank you so much for sponsoring. I hope you had a great birthday. And, well, as usual, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't to this type of content, and I will see you guys on the next one.